What's the deal with it being harder to keep off fat the older that you get? Hi, in case you're new to this channel and don't know who I am Slick Nick, your personal keto bro. And I'm not a doctor or a dietitian, a nutritionist, a personal coach or trainer. No, I'm just some guy who's almost 40. Yeah, it's February 2021 as I'm filming this, and in April I'll turn 40. Well, I have lost a lot of fat over the last year, largely to me doing keto and largely to me doing intermittent fasting. But yeah, 40, that's quite a milestone. And something that we all know is that by the time you're 40, it's hard to be fit. You have to go through a lot of effort. I mean, for me, I'm at the gym multiple days per week, doing multiple types of training, HIIT and tuck, for example. I'm walking 2 or 3 miles a day. I'm counting my calories, but at the same time focusing more on keto. I'm doing all of these things. It's not hard, but it requires a lifestyle of me to be able to get where I'm at. And even once I officially reach my goal of 17% body fat, then it's a matter of maintaining that percentage of body fat. So yeah, as you get older, I think a lot of things change. We could say it's your metabolism slowing. Specifically for me, I think a lot of it has to do with insulin resistance. So it's just that if you're constantly having to spike your insulin based on you eating carbs, even bread, even beans, for example, what's going to happen is your body is going to spike insulin in a way that you're storing fat more liberally than your body really should. And that's part of what's going keto, is reversing that to where eventually my body is so used to getting its fuel from fat that ultimately it is going to, we could say speed up my metabolism, but ultimately my body doesn't store fat as quickly as it normally would. So it's burning off fat quicker, but not storing fat as quick. So it's interesting though too, because as you get older, you have to make a choice to either change your lifestyle or continue to gain a couple pounds every year of your life. And that's what was happening to me. I was seeing that happen, and I decided when I had to buy size 34 pants, I just felt so bad about myself. I thought, I've got to find a way to not have to wear 34 pants, because I'm 5'9", I'm not tall. So size 34 pants, even Michael Scott makes a joke about that at the company picnic when he's making fun of Holly's boyfriend, if you've seen that episode. So size 34 specifically, whereas there's an episode of Seinfeld where it's specifically about size 31 pants, which is what I'm in right now. But he was cheating. He got size 32 and he scratched it off and tried to make it 31. So it's interesting that there's something special about size 31 pants for men. And 34, that's kind of like getting into territory of like you're like a fat guy, or you're getting towards that. But see, that was the thing, is that had I not made this dynamic change of being keto, and not everything in moderation, but being quite the opposite of moderation, right? It's pretty extreme to be keto and to not eat except for 5 hours a day, between 2 and 7 for me at intermittent fasting. But what's going to happen for me? Well, let's assume this keto thing works. I've been saying this whole time, this is a science experiment I'm doing on myself. It may not work long term. We're going to find out. I'm going to keep doing videos and telling you the progress. But what if it stops working? Like vegan, I actually started gaining all my fat back by being vegan. So I moved on. So we're going to see over a certain course of time, this is either going to continue to work or it's not. But if it does work, then that means I get to maintain my 17% body fat once I officially reach it. Once I reach it, I can maintain that and keep that and alter my lifestyle accordingly. But forget this victim mentality. Oh, well, you get older, you just start gaining weight and that's just how it is. Well, that's how it is for most people, because they're not willing to do the things I'm willing to do. I care a whole lot about being fit. It's not simply vanity that I want to look good for my age. It's also about avoiding cancer. It's also about avoiding diabetes. So many things, and especially in America, that people get sick and die from are preventable, but they fall into the trap of everything in moderation. They fall into the trap of the food pyramid, Illuminati. Unless you watch Amazon Prime, you watch the documentary Fat Fiction, and also another one called fat, you'll learn what a conspiracy that is to keep people unhealthy, to keep them gaining fat in their body, which year after year is only going to get worse and lead to diseases and a lack of health. So it's funny, I guess there's a paradox involved. Am I vain for wanting to be fit? Maybe I am, but I also want to be healthy and live a good quality life, not just a long life. Your comments belong right here.